Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to deploy a backend to Render. So render.com. Render.com allows you to deploy different things. We can deploy static sites, web services, background workers, cron jobs, database. So we've got quite a few sort of options. We're going to be deploying a web service today. I have a project I've been working on, a backend. It's Express.js backend. I'm going to be deploying this to render.com today. So all we need to do is we go to the dashboard, we click new web service, brings us to create a new web service. How would you like to deploy your web service? Well, at the moment, we're going to deploy it from a Git repository. So now I'm going to connect it to one of my Git repositories, this Express Contacts backend. So I'm going to click connect. I'm going to leave the name as is. Choose a region that makes sense to you, like close to you. Choose the branch, what you want to deploy. If your root directory is in different to the base directory of the repository, feel free to put it in there. Mine's currently just right there. Deciding on runtime, I'm going to be using Node.js, so we can leave that as is. The build command, I'm not particularly using yarn, I'm actually using npm, so I'll do an npm ci to install everything. Then the start command for this is actually going to be an npm run server. I'm going to be using the hobby project free tier, because we don't really need anything crazy right now. So we can just do that. And now, environmental variables. For me, I'm going to need to use my environmental variables for the actual DynamoDB. This will be deleted by the time this video actually gets out. So I'm not too worried about copying and pasting in front of you guys and doing stuff. So now let's jump onto there. For these variables, I'm going to add from .env file. I'm going to go to my .env file, copy those two things, move that out of the way, paste them in here, add variables, and it's going to add the actual secret key and the database URL. Now it's added those, I'll create web service. With the free one, it actually spins down when you're inactive for a certain amount of time. Now, I've had it inactive for like a day before and it hasn't spun down. So I'm not too sure how long it takes to kind of spin down for inactivity. But even if it does spin down, you're still within less than a minute, it's back up anyway. So it's okay for development purposes and just testing. And to be fair, if you was getting it hit a lot, it wouldn't spin down anyway. So it's kind of one of those. Right, it looks like it said the build successful, so it's going to start deploying it now. It's got to wait for a while for it to kind of finish up its deployment. Okay, looking good. It said server's running and connected to MongoDB. How cool is that? So here's the service. It's on HTTPS Express Contacts backend. So I'm going to click on it. Time to code. It's working. That's the main entry point. If I copy this, I can test out the login functionality. So let's make sure that we've got this, paste it there. And I'm hitting my login, which gives me a token. I've got a new token. So now I can test some other endpoints. Let's go and have a look at the get all contacts. I need to make sure I update this token. Oops, I just click a weird button there. But yeah, just paste that. Let's have a look. Now we've got that all. That's going to localhost, so I don't want it to go to localhost. I'm going to swap this out. Oops, let's not swap it out to the thingy. Let's use the API endpoint, which is this. Copy that. Let's paste that in. Let's give it a go. We officially got an OK response from that endpoint. Okay, so let's try like get singular one by ID based on that. So let's go and paste the ID in, send. No, so now it's not an array of them, it's an actual object. That's cool, so that's all working. Now we've basically just got our setup done and deployed. So how painless was that? That was like literally, how cool is that? All right, thanks a lot for watching. This concludes a quick video, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.